And good evening again, everybody. Welcome into a slightly delayed, and I do apologize for that, but you can blame OBS on this one for not working with me, man. It was not being a bro there. So on that note, welcome into a slightly delayed race. Again, I do really apologize, but man, was that a little bit of a challenge going on right there. Good times though. We got it all taken care of. So, welcome in. We got NYVideoGameFreak on the left-hand side. He, at the moment, again, is your AFC East champion. So, still fighting right now for either the 3 or 4 spot in the playoffs seeding-wise. So, very important here for him. Should he get through the first round with that seeding, that again, well, actually, he'd have to get through 2 rounds to have to come back into play. Moot point, but he could actually, if he has that 3 seed, have a much higher chance of a second role being introduced in the playoffs. So, big match here for him. Morag's going to look to play a little bit of spoiler, give him the chance that Logcat can actually overtake him as the 3 seed in the AFC. Again, I'm trying to do math. If Zwicky wins the AFC North, he would be 4, but if Logcat gets the win and Freak loses, again, it's confusing, but he could be number 3 at that point. So again, we're off in racing. Let me explain what's going on here. It's a best 2 out of 3 race, both using Isaac, the same save file, Platinum God with everything unlocked on it. We're going to race best 2 out of 3 through the Womb 2. So you have to kill off Mom's Heart to get one of the points, and again, you need 2 points to win out, or to win out the night, excuse me. So we'll reset both racers after somebody kills Mom's Heart. Excuse me again, sorry. 7 banned items on the way down. Nobody's allowed to take Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, the Shovel, and Toothpicks are kind of the exception to the rule. You can either re-roll those, because those banned items are allowed to be re-rolled. That's why they're on the list. But again, you can either re-roll them or take them if you want. That's the only one. The rest are off limits. Can't even pick them up. Racers know that. Obviously, they're off and running. Best of luck to both of you guys. Morag picked himself up the Magic Mushroom, so plus to all of his stats, including 1 health up there. Getting himself a Magic 8 Ball now. That is not Tears Up. It's actually Shot Speed increase. Also getting that 2 of Diamonds card, which will double up the amount of money he's holding on to at any time. And again, Freak also now into his... Excuse me again. Sorry about that. Also into his boss fights, taking on Duke of Flies. I am terrible about remembering what some of those effects are, so I can't even actually tell you what Freak got because I'm that horrible, although I think it was Roid Rage because he looks pretty damn fast. And Morag immediately finding that second boss fight here in the basement too, so everybody gets a chance to, especially if you're typing. It means that you're in Otaku's chat, so everybody say, spam it if you would. Wait a minute, Morag. Shadow. Alright, a little bit of health up there for Freak. He'll be moving on down to his second floor as well. Morag will wind up with a cube of meat here that will orbit around him, blocking shots and also damaging anything it touches for 7 damage. Boy, I can't talk tonight. Anyway, Scapular for NYVideoGameFreak. He's into one of his oh-so-favorite God Rooms. He gets so many of these. But again, if he gets down to half a red heart, that'll spawn 1 full blue soul heart for him. And again, only once per room on that effect. And Morag, before going on to his cave, is going to head back, try to find a key and that item room that he still hasn't seen yet on this floor. Freak going to look to even the score up here by getting along and doing the exact same thing you've just seen Morag do. First things first, got to find those special rooms. Also, ow, I just bit my tongue again. How do I keep doing that? Ooh, so we're halfway there. Morag's found himself that key, just needs to get the item room now. And again, already a pretty nice build going on. That Magic Mushroom's a great way to start your run off. Speaking of your item rooms, clear room for it as well. So a little bit of money. And Morag also going to grab himself. Charm of the Vampire, not the best, not the worst, but you get a chance that if you get a kill, that's going to give you a half a red heart heal. Yeah, but he just wants hugs. Alright, Poison Touch, now Virus on Freak's side, so he's going to be able to walk into enemies, actually apply a poison damage over time to them if they do make contact. And again, only with him, not with his tears. And speaking of that boss fight, he's not too far behind Morag as Freak's located is as well. Although Morag building that advantage, just found his item room. Still, again, no keys, so it's the never-ending search for keys. It happens to at least one of our racers every time. Although, hey, the search is over. Every time I mention something, the search ends. See, guys? It works. So, Balchinian on Morag's side's going to add a few hearts onto his build. He's up to 5 red hearts now, looking pretty good. Actually, 1. I can't do math. That's 1 red heart he added on. Yeah, Freak's just getting all the syringes, so all he's really missing are growth hormones and speedball. So let's see if we can't get 2 more. That'd be a heck of an interesting build, like every syringe you can get. I don't think that I've ever had that happen, honestly. I don't know if I've ever had more than 2 in the same run. And again, that God Room Freak's already been in, was where he got the scapular, so obviously nothing new in there. Got 1 health up, he's on down to his Caves 1 as well, so looking pretty even here. Morag maybe the half-floor advantage for having found his item room already and gotten into it. But again, still very, very close here in the early goings. And again, very small floors too, so anything can happen, believe me. We saw that earlier too with a few comebacks that happened, and believe me, this wouldn't even be counted as a comeback by any means. Hey, this has been close all the way through, and I expect it to be. There's that heal acting up enacting from Charm of the Vampire. How not to English, hosted by Crumbs too. Yeah. Oh man, I can make money off of this as a real bad parody show because man, can I not speak well. What's up, Snowman? What's up, Chronix? How you two doing? There's your boss fight on Freak side. So again, interesting dilemma coming up here. Not exactly behind. Do you want to skip ahead of Morag, though, maybe, and go on down to the next floor? There's your answer. Not even going to bother with it yet. Freak's on back for his item room. Speaking of which, the long search is over. See what I mean, guys? See what I mean? Oh, he's going to go back, looking through the floor. Instantly finds it. Well, that was done. Yeah, Crump's English good? No. Totally not the case, believe me. One more key, we got Ghost Baby on Freak's side. That'll follow around shooting out spectral tears, which will be able to pass through rocks. So again, nothing real special. They are pretty low damage, so it helps, it's damage. But again, you could at least hide behind rocks to get yourself a little bit of safety there. So both on in their boss fights. We got Champion Husk on Morag's side. And we got Peep, Yellow Peep, again, champion version of it over on Freak's side, which, as you notice, kind of leaving a lot of urine around on the ground. You have to stay kind of far away from this one in fear of actually getting hit with that spawn. And just like all the other ones, the eyes are going to pop out at 20 and 50%, give or take. Actually, I think it's 25 and, yeah, there you go, about 75. Is that available in Audible Book? Trust me, you don't want to hear that one. It's not going to help anyone learn this language. Alright, we got Squeezy for Freak as he finishes off his Peep fight. It's going to be a fire rate increase, 2 soul hearts for him. And just barely first on down to Caves 2. Morag will be just momentarily behind him. And again, immediate item room. Freak with plenty of keys here. A little bit of range up with Mom's Heals for Morag. No special room, and he'll just head right on down to his Caves 2. So looking pretty even yet again here. Yeah, of lemonade. Yes, lemonade. We'll call it that. I was actually in the chat room when I was trying to type that. There we go. Ooh, Tooth Shot over on Freak's side. So we got ourselves some decent items again brewing here. So Tooth Shot, based off of your luck stat, if I'm not mistaken. Well, not randomly, but again, based off of your luck stat, fire out a tear every now and then, which is a damage multiplier. There is one of them. So again, if you can make contact with that shot, you are going to pretty much just raffle stomp anything. And again, higher luck, or if you get all the way down to negative luck, believe it or not, actually increases your chance of shooting those tears. Negative luck, you need a lot of luck down pills for, though. But if you cap that all the way, then yeah, you're getting constant tooths. Or teeth. Tooths. That's how you plural the word. Yep, totally. Pluralized teeth. Good job. Good job. Crumps fails, Crumps fails. Anyways, we got item room on the right, but boss fight for Freak on the left, so he's going to be quickly through his caves too here. Moving on in to fight Gertie. And again, champion version. She won't do any of those quintuple shots, just going to spawn a bunch of enemies. Ooh, very nice for Morag. Sad Onion. Notice the arrows square up in the middle of his screen at the top. He's now got double arrows on there. That should kind of tell you what happens. More fire rate. So Morag can be a very happy man as he's got pretty nice damage going on those already, and now he fires out quicker. Yeah, teeths. Totally legit. It's a new word. We created it here. Hashtag BOILeR teeths. Alright, more pills. Nothing real special looking there, so range down off of the ones that Freak had. Gonna take one more with him. Yet another God Room. Gets in the miter this time, so 50% more chance, trying to combine words, that as he sees a red heart spawn, it's actually gonna be a blue heart instead. And And again, those you can pick up infinitely. Red hearts can only fill up those containers. And BOILeR Thieves. Get it trending now. Kitsu. Oh, I love it. So I love you guys. Alright, another immediate item room here on Freak's side as he's down on the depths one already. So working on that little bit of an advantage. Morag working on 2 hearts, looking for his boss fight in Caves 2 at the moment. Yeah, OBS broke my ability to English. No. Give blame where it's totally not due. Yeah, blame OBS. Totally. Can't do that. Ooh, speaking of fire rates, so we got another one of those great items on Freak's side. And again, now more fire coming out means more chance at teeth with that tooth shot, but capped out fire rate, a slight little bit of damage now with that odd mushroom. Not even a slight little bit, it's noticeable. But again, with firing out extra shots like this, yeah, you're gonna kind of make up for it. It's pretty good. Ooh, Morag had nowhere else to dodge that shot at, jeez. These little green guys are being evil with them. Look at that, and leaving just the 2 in the way that he can't shoot through. It's like they knew what they were doing for a little bit of defense. Those are some pretty good AI'd enemies sometimes. It's more that they're trolly, let's put it that way. They're not exactly, like, brilliant AI by any means. Alright, and yet another very short floor on the depths 1 as Freak's come across his boss fight already. So is Morag, but he's back on Caves 2 at the moment, 1 full floor behind him. Again, there you see Poison Touch enacting as Freak came in contact with one of those globins. See, no bombs, so how are we going to get to anything? Nothing's available to him. That stinks. So he's going to head right on into his boss fight, take on War, which thankfully didn't glitch and is actually War this time. We've seen that a few too many times this week where it's been Conquest instead of War. And yeah, no more of that. Just no more of that. So Morag just about done with carrying Queen. Notice you either have to, in this case, you only have the choice of either dropping bombs or hitting her in the very backside there. So God forbid she spawns without a butt. That, have fun not winning that fight. Oh, so Wire Code Hanger, more fire rate on Morag's side. He's down to the depths 1, getting the expansion version Necropolis on his side, so tougher enemies and room layouts. And here's one of them, in my opinion. I don't like dodging in this room. Wow, nicely done on Morag's... Oh, there we go. It was going to happen sooner or later, but nicely dodged at the beginning of that room by Morag. I would have taken at least 3 hits there. Guaranteed. That was great dodging. But again, Freak finishing off his fight gets that first cube of meat, so 1 orbital floating around him, same as Morag's. It'll block shots and do damage to anything it contacts. Kitsu. Ba-dum-bum tish. Technically it burns too. That actually sounds like a really, really terrible thing to have happen to you. Oh, look at that. Enemies taking out other enemies for Morag. That's how you get those lined up. Again, sometimes they're trolling, but sometimes those little green guys will actually help you out a ton and take out some of the worst enemies like Morag had on his screen. So that was quite handy. Ooh, and look at this. Speaking of handy, how about that gambling on Freak's side, producing the curved horns? So forget about that damage down he had with the odd mushroom. How about 2 damage up on your tiers with that trinket? Also an Emperor card. He couldn't be happier about this gambling, could he? So automatic teleport to your boss fight now for NYVideoGameFreak whenever he uses that card. He'll take death with him for the time being, but knowing that that Emperor card's there, he'll be right back after he gets in a really bad room that he wants to clear out. Watch what the death card does. This won't be worthwhile. We'll wait until we get something probably with Masks and Hearts. That, I was going to say, might actually be worthwhile to not take damage in, but we'll see it soon. That'll evenly damage everything across the room like the Necronomicon. By the way, Goat Hoof on Morag's sides, more movement speed. The teeth have shown up on Freaks. Right up to 9 keys, so I guess the long search for keys is over as we got 15 between the 2 racers at the moment. Ooh, and there we go, Morag finding himself his boss fight, though again, long way away from where his item room is going to wind up being. And that's the question, do you head back and look? Because that's a few rooms to head back through, let alone clearing more. And you still have 3 options of where to go. Jeez. He's got a pretty good build. He's going to head on into his boss fight. I think I like the move. Oh, God. I liked the move until I saw his boss is the bloat. This is one of the worst and most hated enemies in this game, by far. This is brutal. And you notice why. He's got that double brimstone he can shoot either to the sides or directly down to the bottom. So what you notice, oh, really? And he jumped right out of the way of that bomb in perfect timing. Are you kidding to that? Morag getting trolled by the bloat now. That's evil. This is why nobody likes this guy. But again, the trick to this, if you can, and it's going to be hard for Morag to move out of the way at this point, so he's staying right where he knows he won't get brimstone. But if you go up to the top of the room and shoot downwards, he can't brimstone upwards, just like you see right now. So Morag was in a safe spot. I'm not questioning what he was doing. He was in a perfect position right there. So I liked what he did in the corner of that room. But again, you try to basically get the bloat to jump down to the bottom, walk up to the top of the room, shoot directly down on him, and you are safe, except from that 8-shot and the eyeballs. Alright, taking that out, we got box of items. Okay, wow, he was far enough away. That was pretty close to that troll bomb. Ooh, balls of steel, some more health. Lover's Guard's gonna spawn 2 red hearts, and now Morag's at full health plus 3 soul hearts. Thank you very much, bloat. That worked out beautifully. 2 of diamonds doubling up his money. He's at 34 cents. He's gonna take the movement speed over the pinky eye, which would have given him more chance, or excuse me, more chance, would have given him, I think, a 10% chance of firing out a poison tier. And again, Freak, as you may notice, wearing a crown of crap. That's not soft serve. It's poop. Sorry, hate to break it to you. But that's Scatoli. That's going to make any fly in the game actually his friend. They'll no longer damage him, but will go directly at him. And the good news to that is with his orbital, the cube of meat, that's going to instantly, not instantly, but pretty quickly kill pretty much all of them. And taking that item rock also with Shoop to Whoop is Freak. Just in case, going to keep that D6 with him. I thought for a second he may go into that cursed room or play that demon judgy there and try to keep the D6 with just in case, but I guess he doesn't want Shoop to Whoop. That would have been a one-time brimstone usage. Basically brimstone. I forget how much damage that does by comparison, though. I should probably look into that. Ecstatic, yeah, that is not soft serve, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, first you tell me that's not lemonade. Now you tell me this isn't soft serve. Why? I'm so sorry, Starfire. I'm sorry. I'm just breaking all the illusions here. But I will tell you, Santa Claus is real. Trust me. How many people believe me right now? Probably none. Anyways, moving on along, we got Freak on the left side finding his boss fight. The same time that Morag finds his, but again, no item room on the right side yet for Morag. So, if he knows how close they are, question becomes, do you head on in? Because, real trick to this on the Depths 2, you gotta pay attention here. If you want anything else in the Depths 2 floor, get it before you go into your boss fight unless you can teleport out, and that's exactly what Morag's thinking about right now. He's looking over to see where Freak's at. Finds out he's in Mom's foot fight himself, and he's gonna head on in to fight the same one. So no more item rooms there for either side. Ivy, that may be a bad idea. Believing in me may be a terrible idea here. I thank you, but that may not work well for you. Alright, pretty even on damage. Freak's got a slight bit more done to Mom's foot here. And again, both working on the exact same version of it. Again, Freak down to just 2 hearts. Morag at 3 out of his 4. There you go. Freak finishing us off. More speed up with that wooden spoon again. Gonna keep the curved horn over the Polaroid. Again, we only race through the womb too, so all you have to do is kill Mom's heart. You don't have to worry about that Polaroid. Speaking of this, on that Curse of the Lost, I like this use by Freak. He ports right on into his boss fight here, so he's taking on the Fallen now to finish off his Womb 1 already. So talk about your advantage. Technically now he's 1 floor ahead of Morag thanks to that card. But because he didn't want to deal with going through all those extra rooms, he just said forget it, hit the card, right on into his boss fight, and that is all you're looking for in the Womb. There's no item room, no store. Ugh, health down pill, not what Morag was hoping to hold on to, but he'll be down to his Womb as well. And again, looking for that same boss fight that we got Freak in. Not necessarily going to be the same enemy, obviously, but we'll find out. Question is, can Freak get out of this corner? His Fallen is just about dead, but so is he, and you got to be very careful of the charge. There we go. So, guaranteed Devil Deal item free, and that's going to be Sister Maggie this time, so another follower. More damage coming up out of there, but not health, which is what Freak desperately needs right now. Alright, where are the hearts at? Ooh, well, there's a chance with the one bomb Freak's got left. Come on. That's not what we were hoping for. Tammy's head yet again. More damage possibilities. So he can actually utilize this quite well, especially against those enemies. Once per room, you get to fire out shots pretty equivalent to what you have. That was close. Thank you, Orbital. I'm gonna say Freak really riding the line on that one. That was pretty damn close to that shot, but his Orbital blocked it for him. Alright, double card will double up your damage. Still not what he wants. Damage is cool, but we need some health here. Again, Morag cruising along himself on Wound 1, so he's just looking for a boss fight as well. Doesn't really need to find any health at the moment. Wouldn't mind it, but again, he is at full health. There's his boss fight, so he's looking to get through that and onto the same floor that Freak is. So again, the separation not that big at the moment here. Why is he holding on the pill? He can't replace it with anything. You can't just drop a pill if you don't want it. You either have to take it or you hold on to it until such time as he can find something better. Aha, no bomb. That's evil, so Freak can't get into that soul heart sitting there for him. And that's how evil it is. So down goes Freak, and that leaves Morag a huge advantage over on the right-hand side. And, ooh, very nice again. Pentagram, more damage up on Morag's tears. Oh, look at this. You got to. The Pact, more damage, more fire rate for Morag, and he replaces the 2 red hearts that he just spent with 2 soul hearts. So looking pretty darn good on down to his Womb 2. He's just looking for one last boss fight. And again, now look at his tears and his fire rate. This is just a dang nice build going on Morag's side. So he's sitting kind of pretty right now. All he has to worry about is the health and finding his mom's heart. Yeah, that damage overload. Oh, it feels right. Feels so good. Speaking of, he also gets heals off of Charm of the Vampire if he ever does get down to just red hearts, so there's always that offhand chance you still get a heal. Alright, couple more bombs. Morag finally up to about 6 on his side. That actually makes that last boss fight a heck of a lot quicker, too. And with an orbital, we'll just walk right into the center. Those mimics can't handle anything. If you don't shoot, they can't either. So you can just walk your damage right into them, and they don't hurt you with contact. Alright, Monstro's Tooth to start out Freak's new run. That'll summon down Monstro out of the sky to land on enemies. And we'll probably see it in the next room against his boss fight. And barely hit the ass end of one of the Larry Jr.'s there, but at least it did hit him. Let's see, Morag's gonna check. Let's go over to the right side here. See what we got in the middle section. And again, here's the fun part of the Womb. Again, everything hits you for a full heart of damage. No stores, no item rooms. You may get a, a library, make it an arcade. You definitely have a secret and a super secret room. But again, those are kinda hard to find, especially when you want to save bombs for that last fight, too. Extra bombs in that Mom's Heart fight is really key. Pun intended. Bombs are key. Get it? Isaac jokes. I'll be here all week. Sorry, that was bad. I feel bad. Don't worry. Alright, so Freak wasn't too happy with the beginning of that run, so he's back to the beginning here. And look what we found over on Morag's side. So he's got Mom's Heart over on the other side of this, looking for a 1-0 lead if he can take out that boss fight. And again, huge time advantage, so all he has to do is worry about his damage against her. Gonna wait for that, there we go. As soon as the blood clears out, he was safe. Again, if you have a space use item or a card or something you want to use when you walk in this room, kill those eyeballs first like you saw Morag do. Nothing he can do about his space use, the D6 won't help him here. But, moot point, for you it's going to help because those will shoot you every time. Trust me, if you hit your spacebar as you walk in the room, you're getting hit. So very good move there on Morag's side. I figured I'd just point that out for everybody as a little way of getting, you know, keeping that 1 extra health for the fight. Again, with really nice damaging tiers, all that damage up on just the 1 floor, in 2 rooms for that matter, with the Pact and also getting the, I can't think of the name of the pentagram, sorry. So all sorts of damage and fire rate for Morag there. Oh, and Freak might have wished that he actually waited on that reset, as now he's got Magic Mushroom, which Morag has himself, so technically dueling Magic Mushrooms at the moment, but gonna be too little too late on Freak's side, and that's gonna be another reset real soon, because Morag's got the last little bit of damage left to do. And as soon as everything clears, there you go, 1-0 lead for tehMorag, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, how the hell did this go and move? What the shit happened to my life here? Why did this just... What is going on, OBS? What are you doing right now to my life, OBS? Okay, you are just being whacktastical right now. Jesus. My OBS doesn't like me. Guys, help me. My OBS is possessed. What is going on? I don't even... Anyways, Morag's got a 1-0 lead and was too epic with that run. He broke my OBS. Seriously, very nicely done. And my OBS is straight possessed right now. I have no idea what happened there. So that was weird. Now I need to reorganize everything. So while we're doing the ad break, I'm actually not going to hit the ad screen. We're going to reorganize all this crap. Wow, man. What the hell, OBS, dude? My OBS hates this computer. So while they're resetting, like I said, hang tight real quick. We're going to run 2 minutes worth of ads, get these guys reset. I'm going to mess with OBS, get everything lined up the way it damn well should be, and we'll be right back on the other side of these ads. Morag with a 1-0 lead right now is going to look for a 2-0 win. Freak going to look to even this up in 1 and force a game 3. So hang tight, guys. We get you a link into both of their channels. Go say what's up to Morag and to Freak. And like I said, I'll be right back in like 2 here. Alrighty, so we're back. We got round number 2 just about to begin here, and because my hotkeys don't work, I keep forgetting to switch my keyboard out, so I actually have a number pad. That might help. On that note, hey, look at that! Everything's aligned correctly! hopefully. Close enough if not. It's not exactly spot on, but whatever. Screw it, it's better than it was. But we're back for round number 2. Sorry about my OBS being a straight up glitched out derp this evening, everybody. So it happens. Welcome to the internet. But we got Morag with a 1-0 lead right now over New York Video Game Freak. Wow, I can't even talk anymore. So Morag's gonna look for a 2-0 win here. We're gonna race one more time, like I said, or at least one more time. Sorry, I keep phrasing this wrong. Everything today I'm phrasing wrong. But we're gonna race again through the womb too. Wow, this is a good start. Morag not so happy with a small bit of damage up there. But if you look on the left, you might see Polyphemus. So that's a fire rate down, but again, notice how your tiers are slightly bigger and more damaging. That is a great item, especially to start with, so Freak off and running. Another good item is Trinket, the Liberty Cap. This is going to give him random mushroom effects every single room. So you could get anything from the odd mushroom that caps out your fire rate. Huge help if that fires off for him. Maybe you get the magic mushroom again like we saw Morag with last time with all stats up. One of the other fun ones, it can proc the compass. Yeah, I don't get it either, but hey, it's one of the things. So really good find there. So Morag gonna go back, find his item room before he worries about that boss fight. I might see it? Well, you could be blind, I don't know. Could have the left side of your screen covered up. Something. Something. Ooh, and how about more damage? The pentagram for Video Game Freak. Oh, God. So Morag, if he knows this, is probably going to try to start... Yeah, he's just nodding his head. I can see the reaction already, like, well, we might be in some trouble. So at least he gets a really good item here with the Sacrificial Dagger. That's going to orbit around him, doing 17 damage to anything it comes in contact with. But I love that I could just see the nod of just like, yep, that's a thing. So, and as you notice, Freak also picked up poison bombs as he picked up Bob's Curse. So 5 extra bombs for him. He's up to 6 now, and he's got poison ability on those. So all the extra damage, it just keeps showing. I love the Sacrificial Dagger, though. What's up, Jim? How you doing, Mr. SNES Power? How's that 3 seed feel? Feel good? Feel right? Yeah. So Jim's waiting to find out, depending on who wins out of Mellow Ace and Wolf. Not that they play each other, but in those 2 matchups that we have coming up, I believe both are tomorrow? Kind of forgot. BOILeR.org, Crumps. Go to the front page. Real quick, though, we got the box of items on Morag's side. But again, we're waiting to see who Jim's actually going to match up against in the first round. Yeah, I'm good, and it feels great. How's it, Nick? How you doing? Okay, Mellow's tomorrow. Wolf is on Monday. Never mind. So it's going to take a while. Well, actually, it may not take a while. If Mellow wins, he's got that 5 seed outright, and you know who you're facing. So, oh, here we go. Wow. I like the move, but wow, the risk involved. Morag picking up 2 cat items there, down to half a soul heart, but he knows full well, like, look at what Freak's got. He's just like, you know what, I'm doing it. I like it. I like it, Morag. I like this, sir. 2 Guppy items. So, Guppy's tail. Excuse me. Yeah, this is, this one gonna get interesting, folks. But again, probably less keys, so we'll see. Oh, really? Yeah, and I see the reaction on Morag, just the, really, dude, really? So the holy water is going to follow him around if he takes damage, which he can't. But if he takes damage, that's going to spill out of... Yeah, you saw it there for a second. A circle of holy water on the ground. He had to try. He had to go for that. I like the move by Morag. That's one of the really good choices right there. Strange and risky as it was, he had to do that. Hey, if he would have gotten the one other piece of the cat, A, he winds up with health back, B, well, assuming that it's a 9 lives dead cat, he would have wound up with health back, B, would have wound up with 9 lives, and C, he would have been full Guppy at that point, so he had to go for it. Knowing that Freak's got so much damage rocking on his tiers here, he had to do something like that. He had to go extreme style, so I like what Morag did. And on the reset, really not that bad of an item to start with either. In fact, really, really, really overpowered in my opinion. The I've Seen Everything classes are going to let him get in and out of every secret and super secret room's exits. Multiple. Every single one possible he can get out of and into. So that is huge to save some time. You notice he actually skipped a bunch of rooms on this floor for that matter, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's just going to keep happening. Alright, Horror Babylon now, so there would be more damage on Freak's side if he gets down to just either blue hearts remaining or 1 red heart. Anything less than that, I should say. He'll have Horror Babylon enacted, which ups your damage further. So maybe we find a Guppy's Paw on his side and we see something ludicrous happen. Morag just about done with his champion pin here. Again, just barely misfired on the timing on the bomb. One more. There we go. Ooh, that was close to passing up on this. So 1 health container, a little bit of damage up for Morag. Almost accidentally walked down, though. Ooh, look at that, a little bit of shot speed increase and a health container on Freak's side. So again, both mismarked items. Just doesn't tell you about the shot speed on the stem cells. And Morag's is actually completely mismarked. So, good times. Actually, it just leaves the damage off of there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, look at them full heals. Again, this is why those I've Seen Everything glasses come in so handy. Full heal on Morag's side, let alone a key to get into his item room when he finds it. But speaking of that compass effect, look what Freak sees. He's going to head back down to that item room that I noticed on his mini-map down at the far side, and then he'll be back up over to the right, and he'll be on over to his boss fight. Oh, I love the I've Seen Everything glasses. Like I said, it's going to save you a ton of time skipping over rooms, let alone Morag just pulled a full heal out of that, and has extra hearts to go back to if he needs them. So, how can you go wrong? Alright, Razor Blade, talk about all your damage. Jeez, that would damage you to up your damage for the room, and it stacks with itself, so you can keep on multiplying your damage over and over. But again, Freak gonna leave that behind, doesn't want to worry about his health here. And like I said, right back on up over to his boss fight. Thanks to the Liberty Cap, he got that compass to proc, so we knew exactly where he was headed. An awful dinky in there, so he's not going to worry about the spikes. He's just going to move to the next room. He got a mini-mush enacted, so he doesn't even want to worry about that extra speed. Nope, Razor Blade doesn't cap. And look at that, already 50% of the way through this boss fight with Champion Shove. And there we go, some health up for Freak, his 6th container, a little bit of a heal and another soul heart. He'll be on down to his depths. Speaking of items that do a little bit of damage to you to help you out, Blood Rights would injure you to damage everything in the room for an equal amount, and if I'm not mistaken, it was 60? I forget if it's 60 or 40 on that one. I'm terrible. There's so many numbers and I forget them all. That was a hell of a floor for a basement too, let alone a cellar too on Morag's side. So, boss fight connected? Oh my god, it keeps going. Boss fight connected to this room. There we go. Wow, there was still more. Holy crap. That's a huge floor, man. Alright, you see what Freak's doing here, walking back and forth between 2 rooms. Notice he gets the different mushroom effect every time. He's waiting to see if he can get that compass to proc again. It happened last floor. No such luck here, so he's going to keep moving on. Alright, let's get a Judgy, please. Almost out of money, though. Come on, Judgy. One more? Nothing? Really? So nothing on Judgy, but we got our item room at least for Video Game Freak. A little bit more health for Morag. He'll finally be on down to his caves. That was a hell of a basement floor. Ooh, and Curse of the Labyrinth. Now he's going to have a hell of a caves floor as he's got an XL version of it. So Caves 1 and Caves 2 combined together. An Hourglass on Freak's side, just like Death, would slow down time using that. And again, he's going to try to fire this off, see if he can't get to his boss fight easy. Not finding any luck with that, though. Again, there's a lot of different things, a lot of different mushrooms that Liberty Cap can proc through. Ooh, just getting out of the way. Speaking of those banned items, eye to the shovel. Oh, wow, did that reroll nicely. So again, reasons why some of those banned items are on the banned list. Morag actually got to reroll the shovel, which every 6 rooms would have given you way down to the next floor. But again, because it's on the list, those 7 banned items, you can reroll any of them. Can't pick it up, but you can reroll them. This case gets the raw liver out of it, so 2 health up. Oh, did he really? Okay, I was gonna say, did he really not get that room clear in time, but just barely did. Safety cap, now more pill spawns on Morag's side. Alright, so Freak on into his boss fight. Gonna take out Gish again here. So we've seen this a lot on Depths 1. Guaranteed little Gish at the end of this. Which again, really, really nice follow. We're gonna shoot out tiers that have that tar effect you're seeing. Gonna slow down enemies' movement, like what Freak's walking through. Also slows down their shot speed. So it makes it a lot easier to dodge. Yep, that compass, so Morag knows where he's going. You can see this layout now. 2 item rooms. You only see the one boss fight at the moment, but there's another one attached directly to it on the side. So it looks like he can head right after this on over towards... Oh my god, this is going to be a ridiculous map. So he's going to keep going on to the right. That'll break down to the bottom at some point. First things first, the relic every 4 rooms. Morag's gonna, or that Morag clears, I should say. That'll spawn 1 blue soul heart for him to pick up. There's the way down. So wow, this floor layout. So he'll be on over towards the left again after he works his way to the south here. But wow, to this, that's brutal. Anyways, at least he got himself bombed on through this room. Oh man, it's just gonna keep going to the right. This is evil. Evil, evil layout on Morag's side. Freak on down to the depths too, though. And again, there's a little Gish following him. Immediate item room for that last key. Ha! The poop carry, it's on. Might as well replace the D6 at this point, and he's gonna do it. So we're finally taking the poop with us, folks. Now you get to see what it does. Let's see the carry begin. Freak's one of the few that's gotten something out of that, I might add. He actually got an Eternal Heart out of the poop once. And Casper's all happy. Yes! Team Poop, assemble. Oh my goodness, this map is brutal. There's the way back over to the left side. Wow, to this map on Morag's side. That's evil. At least could have given him the way down attached to the other room to the left there, up above. I mean, that's just evil. Let alone these rooms that are just not the setup you want to see, trust me. You need a lot of patience and luck in these rooms. So on over to the left, this is just gonna keep going. Jarl, I totally forgot about that too. As Freak was in, God, that was in his race against Cobalt in week 2, I think it was. I think it might have been week 2. I kind of forget now. It's been a long season. But yeah, in New York Video Games Freak, Freak's race against Cobalt Streak, he actually one-hit a blood machine and got the blood bag out of it for a full heal when he was down to half a heart after the one hit that he used against the blood machine. So it was pretty risky, I'll say that much, but it worked out beautifully for him, and I'm not sure that he meant to hit it either, really. I kind of forgot to... I think I have asked him and I've forgotten his answer, but I gotta really ask him that again. Because I'm not sure he meant to run into the thing when he did, and all of a sudden, boom, blood bag, full heal, thanks. Alright, at least we found our Super Seeker room, and wow to that placement. We were hoping for some red hearts there. Matchstick would have spawned more bombs, or had more chance of bomb spawns, I should say, for Morag. Again, though, finishing off his Depths 2 boss fight, Mom's Foot. Red Mom, for that matter. Staying down by the doorway. This is, I don't want to call it the new technique. It's been around for quite a while. We've been doing this for 4 months now. Trust me, we've seen this. But, stand down by the doorway, especially with Red Mom, and just like her foot, she'll stomp her arm out all the time. A little bit more fire rate increase for Video Game Freak, exactly what he's looking for. And, let's see, not half a heart, more poop! Do you take the Polaroid? Nope, he'll keep the Liberty Cap in hopes of getting that compass effect out of it again. And move on down to the womb. Yeah, this is the floor that never ends. Got some heals. That's not a heal, that's a troll bomb. Okay, cool, at least he got out of the way. I was a little worried that might have spawned a little too close to Morag when he picked those pills up. Speaking of, ouch, those aren't heals, that's a bad trip. Now, later on, if he held on to that and was down low enough on health, that could have become, or would have become a full health pill for him, I should say. Again, Freak's hoping for something out of that poop. We're gonna show that it happens. I swear it'll happen. It's a really low percentage chance that you get anything. Alright, one more room to clear here, and we finally get the last item room and 2 back-to-back boss fights for Morag, so he isn't quite done with the caves yet. And again, Freak trying for that compass effect. Ooh, no such luck, and that's why he was trying. Doesn't want to have to deal with extra rooms and dead ends, for that matter. So my little unicorn horn, I just sound like My Little Pony. Anyways, so like I was saying, unicorn horn will actually attach to Morag's head, give him 5 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing with that. Ooh, speaking of that bad trip pill, haha, we found another one. So watch as this happens. If Morag gets down to just that, or 1 red heart remaining, I should say, that'll actually become a full health pill instead of hitting him for that full heart of damage, because you can't die taking pills as Isaac, or anybody that's not Blue Baby for that matter. Alright, taking out Pestilence. There's that first cube of meat orbiting around Morag. And on over. Let's see what else. I totally forgot. Oh, gonna take his D6 back. Interesting. So use the Unicorn Horn once, gonna take that D6 back and hope that he gets a Devil Deal or something where he can reroll that. All sorts of heals on Video Game Freak side. And let's see, let's head on over to the right. Wow, that mini mush. Itty bitty freak. And there's that boss fight for him, so looking to finish off his Wound 1. Again, no item rooms, no stores down here, just looking for that boss fight in the races. And again, with no keys, gonna have to get in here and either place a bomb. There we go, that's exactly what I do. Place a bomb, have him walk right on over into it. Pretty much up to full health here on Freak's side. Aw, Poop still isn't producing anything. It's gonna happen. I got faith. George Michael told me so. Or told me I should. Then again, there was also that bathroom thing, so I guess that null and voids what he told me. I don't even know anymore. Sorry, that's a terrible musical reference, by the way. If you don't know that story, go look into what George Michael did a few years back. It's hilarious. Yeah, what's up, Chalupa? How you doing? Ooh, another health container and some damage up there on Freak's side. Pretty much up to full health again. And he's just gonna head right on down after he poops one more time. Still nothing showing up out of those. But I'll head right on down. Let's see. Wow, immediate compass effect from the Liberty Cap. Thank you. Freak will head up towards the top, and you saw that boss fight show up, and that's all he's aiming for here. He's misunderstood and can't count. Alright, so as you guys are already saying, we got the Pageant Boy over on Morag's side, so more money for him. And that yes crown, thank you very much. Again, that is just a joke, by the way. If you see no crown show up, it's just a joke. That's in Otaku's chat add-on, not an actual banned item. Which, let me list those out if anybody is new here. Show you what all we're dealing with. And why you see people not using the D6, which is always a good question. Like, people always like, wait, why aren't they using the D6? I would totally be abusing that thing. Next year we may change that. All depends, because we're going to use Rebirth, so we'll see how this all plays out, and we'll figure it out next year. But this year, yeah, it's pretty much outlawed against except against those 7 items. Ooh, dead end side here. So Freak had a choice, knows the area where that boss fight is, but didn't know exactly how to get to it. So one wrong move here, but should know where he's headed now. Oh, and that was close enough to him? I'm gonna call shenanigans, but okay. Alright, and speaking of that boss fight, one more room to clear here for Freak. Before 20 banned items next season. Well, they're adding 100 more, so there's a pretty good chance that there will be more. But by those percentages, there'd be 3 extra. So we might be up to like 10 or something. It all depends. So again, Freak on into that Mom's Heart fight. Looking to tie this up in 1 apiece and force a game 3. And also looking to really secure that number 3 spot if he can. Because again, if he were to lose here tonight, that opens up the fact, or the possibility that if Logcat wins, that he would take the number 3 spot. Freak would be down to number 4. But again, at the moment, looking like he's pretty darn close to even this up. Full health yet. He's only got about 25% more health on Mom's Heart. One more bomb getting pushed on in there, and this last shot ought to pretty well do it. There you go. We are tied up at 1, ladies and gentlemen. So game 3 incoming. Please don't mess with me, OBS. Please don't mess with me, OBS. Nothing moved? Nothing moved! Huzzah! We're tied at 1. Everything worked. And that was a pretty damn epic run too, but this time it was so epic it unbroke my OBS. So yes, winning. Everybody applaud OBS. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, give Freak a round of applause on that one as he's tied tehMorag up at 1 apiece, and we're going to have game 3 in about 2 minutes here, guys. So hang real tight. We're going to have the all-deciding match going through Mom's heart one more time. Freak's going to go out in style, folks. I love doing this stuff. So he's going to wind up getting reset, so is tehMorag, and we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Like I said, we'll get round number 3 underway, and we'll see who your winner is. So hang tight. If you don't want to be here and see these ads, go meet our 2 racers. Let me give you a link. Go over to cadguard.net. That'll get you into both Morag and Video Game Freaks chats side by side. Go say what's up to them both, meet them, greet them, wish them good luck. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Alrighty, we're back. We got round number 3 just about to begin. I just reached for a hotkey that does not exist. Old habits. They die real hard, guys. So on that note, like I said, we're tied up at 1 right now between NYVideoGameFreak on the left-hand side and tehMorag on the right-hand side. So oh, hello, Lagball. Welcome to my internet being a douchebag to me all of a sudden. There we go. Well, let me pause and unpause Freak so that we're actually caught up to where I should be in live time. And there you see some of Morag's face. Hi, part of Morag. How you doing, buddy? I love green screens. They're so much fun. Anyway, so we're gonna get one more race going on here through the womb too. I'm a jackass. What can I say? Anyway, so we're gonna get one more race going on through the womb 2 here again. So again, whoever takes out Mom's heart first this time is going to be your 2-1 winner here tonight. Freak looking to wrap up the number 3 spot in the AFC with the victory. We're off and racing, so again, best of luck to both racers. I was just about to say, Morag looking for a victory net off the season. Oh god, teleporting. No. And Freak says no thank you as well. He's going to reset that. Morag walking around with the Yum heart right now. Every couple rooms, that'll give you 1 full red heart heal. Lament. Love you too. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's exactly what we were talking about before the break. Magic was saying, like, but Satan's fight is so much fun in Shale. By the way, next week, tune in. You guys are going to see us all race to Shale. Yeah, with different rules and different racing. So it's going to be really different next week. Prepare for some real fun, guys. If you don't know about the playoffs yet, well, let me explain this. So, real quick, we got Crack the Sky over on Freak's side. Morag just about to take out his boss fight. Freak's gonna walk, well, he was gonna walk in there if he would have taken it, but he's gonna reset instead, hoping for something better. So real quick, Morag just about done with his first floor as he's fighting Widow. Anyways, playoffs starting next weekend, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern, both Saturday and Sunday nights next week. So we got 2 races each night, and the higher seed going into those matchups. So the 3 seed and the 4 seed in both of those matchups are gonna get to choose what racer they use and what rules to race by. So whoever has the higher seed all throughout the playoffs gets that advantage. Oh, by the way, the evil portion to this, the other racer doesn't find out until race time. Enjoy not practicing by the rules that you have to race by then during the race. It's gonna get trolly for them, so that's the advantage for people having the better record in the regular season. Playoffs? Playoffs? I'm trying to win a game, talk about playoffs. And indeed, first week's through Shale, week 2's through Cathedral, and then the third and fourth weeks, so the conference finals and the overall finals, both go all the way through the game, the chest. How much leeway do they have with the rule changes? Pretty much anything goes. There's been one thing, I think, total that I've turned down. One total? Yeah, I think one option total that I've turned down out of anybody that's brought me ideas so far. So it's pretty wide open. Whatever they want to race by, I'm pretty much letting them do. Because again, it's up to them. They've got that advantage from having won so much during the regular season, so it's really up to them. And I'm not saying prepare, but if you're playing as a lower seed, you might want to prepare a lot. Just saying. It's going to get crazy next week. Crazy. No, I'm not going to tell you what I turned down, at least until next week. Well, at least until the end of the finals, actually, because there's all sorts of ongoing stuff, so I can't really give away anything that I'm going to turn down to the other racers. I don't want to give away ideas. Ugh, so Morag with the best friend bomb, gonna get himself a quick heal. At least it's better than that heal. Mind you, he needed it at the time, but he's gonna leave behind the Heart. You'll see best friend bomb probably put to use here, especially with that item rock. I'm pretty much gonna say that he'll do that. And, ooh, never mind, normal bomb. He doesn't want to take the risk. Here's what I was gonna say. There is a risk that that thing does kill you if you use it. There we go. So sometimes in boss fights especially, that thing glitches the hell out and kills you, which I've yet to figure out how that works exactly, because I never take it. So it's kind of crappy, but you saw what it does. It brings all the enemies over to it for about a second or two before it explodes to give you a little bit of time, but it basically homes all the enemies in. Alright, wire code hanger again for Morag, so fire rate increase. He's on down to the caves one. And again, we got Freak trying to finish off his basement one here, as Larry's just about dead, but he's moving away from him slightly too fast. There we go. Again, Freak with Mini Mush this time, so speed and range increase. More range with Mom's Lipstick. And he'll be moving on down to his basement too. So it's the Brimstone Fire mostly. It was the Mom's Foot Crush that actually did it to one of our racers earlier this year, but it's also Brimstone that does it, because I knew there was something new. So, okay, Beam Attack. That's a better way to say it. I like that one. Okay. I was going to say I knew there were other ways to glitch it that way, but okay, Beam Attacks or a Foot Stomping Down, for example. And there you go. Casper's got a pretty good explanation going for you there. Alright, Smorag with more damage now. The Forever Alone attack fly is going to orbit around the outside of him there, and you can put that to good use. We saw that at, actually, no we didn't. I was watching Diana and Wolf do a practice race in between these races. Never mind, that was on her side. I'm going to shut up now. Anyways, you notice as you make contact with anything with that fly, it's going to do contact damage to it. I was about to say, oh, we saw that just a few minutes ago when Diana and Wolf raced. Wait a minute, that wasn't a BOILeR race. That was practice between them on their channels. Never mind shutting up. So let's see, Common Cold on the left-hand side for VideoGameFreak. You notice his green tears now is going to add poison ability onto those. So if you think about it, your base tier damage is 2. Or excuse me, is 3.5. I just totally said this backwards. The poison that ticks is going to do 2 damage every time, so a little bit less than your base tier damage. How about that? I didn't even barely get to ask for a judgy please. With 1 penny, and he pops out a health up, so 4 heart containers now for Freak. Stop talking backwards, but it's fun. It's so much fun. If only that were true. Alright, so Freak just about done here. Yet another God Room. Man loves them, I'm telling you. So another heart container, a little bit of damage up with the meat. Scapular Red again. If he gets down to half a red heart, once per room, you get one full blue heart spawned. He'll be on down to the caves one. So quickly catching up to Morag here. Morag's holding on a missing page, which if you get hit, a 5% chance that you actually get a death card usage. So it opens up the Necronomicon, tries to kill everything in the room. Sun card is 3 usage on that. Or uses, I should say, on that. Full heal of your red hearts. Full map and compass reveal, and I think it's 100 damage to everything equally in the room. And again, time advantage over on Morag's side. Oh, look at that. It actually still thought the best friend bomb was there and tried to bomb at it, so Morag got pretty lucky with that other one coming at him here. But found his boss fight, so he'll be on through his caves one. Freak just starting it off. Found his item room. No key for it yet, though. And Morag gonna head on in to fight Pestilence, so he'll wind up with a cube of meat orbiting around him just like last round. Wow, really? That clipped him? Alright, that was cheap. But alright, so the poison on the ground is what clipped Morag there. That was awful cheap, I gotta say, by Pestilence. Oh boy. I was gonna say, that's the corner you don't want to be in. So there's the full heal, damaged everything in the room. And speaking of that Forever Alone attack fly, Freak's gonna pick one up himself, so dueling attack flies. Speaking of orbitals, now that Morag's got that full heal, he'll wind up with that cube of meat in just a second or two. Again, blocking shots, damaging anything it comes in contact with. More and more you get, more and more meat boy you wind up with. And again, he's on down to his caves too. Slight advantage over there. Possible judgy please. Indeed, let's get a judgy please for Morag. See if he can't get something good here. Come on, something good. Health up. Not a bad thing in the slightest bit. 5th red heart container. Morag gonna keep searching for those item room and boss fights. And speaking of that, we got Freak just about to finish off his caves one as well. He's gonna move on in to fight against Pete. And again, regular base version. So you have to watch out for the glowing lemonade on the ground. That's not lemonade. Let's be real honest. I believe that's a bladder and that's urine. So let's call them like we see them. Either way, though, all you have to do is worry about those eyes, which again, your bombs will move out of the line of or the line that they're actually moving in. You do have to be careful. And adding that poison damage on for 2 damage a tick. Always good. Speaking of damage, we got Guppy's hairball floating around Morag now. So yet another odd kind of orbital here. You can actually rubber band that. I don't want to call it an orbital because it isn't. But you notice by Morag's movement, it's kind of going the opposite, and he's rubber banding that around him. That, if you make contact, you can actually do damage with. It grows on that floor as you're actually, or set of floors, I should say, as you kill off enemies. So, yet another God Room for Video Game Freak. Another miter, which means 50% chance more that red hearts are actually blue hearts for him. So all the God Rooms. Gotta love this. And what are you saying? That is lemonade. Sorry. Like I said, though, Santa Claus is real, so at least we got that going for us. Ooh, that weirdly timed missing page, and probably not in the room when Morag wanted that to fire. Ouch. That's going to get interesting. So again, that just split up almost every piece of Super Envy here. That, yeah, not what you want to see. But again, there's your offhand chance, and 5% chance that fires with the missing page. Talk about your randomness. But again, great job there getting everything out of the room by Morag. See, more pills for Freak. He's going to hang on to these for a while. And again, if you get down lower on health, remember, you cannot die to pills as anything other than Blue Baby, so it's a little bit of safety. Let's say you're down at 1 heart container. If you have a health down pill, it actually became a health up. And if you're down to 1 red heart filling your heart containers, any bad trip pill actually becomes a full health at that point. So there's 2 of each of those if you want to think about them on your own. You just have to time them correctly. Ooh, down to half a heart for Morag. Again, you see him actually using that best friend bomb to his advantage. And yes, that's weird too. I never thought about that. That's interesting. So it takes Guppy's hairball and slingshots it back to you. Ooh. I could see that coming in very handy, actually. Gonna have to think about that timing again. That was interesting. Morag just taught me something. 17 weeks into BOILeR, I'm learning something again, guys. That was, interestingly fun. I could definitely utilize that. Found our boss fight on Morag's side yet again. Just has to deal with these Gish enemies. And if you're not careful, they'll line up where you can't actually dodge those quad shots. Ooh, I thought he was clear of that too. Yeah, I'm with Morag on this one. Like, wait, what? What? I thought he was clear, but apparently that slowed him down just enough by hitting the outside that he scraped, so he's down back to the beginning, and that leaves Freak a huge advantage on the left side. Yeah, thinking about it, I can't think of one hairball I wouldn't call nasty, so I'm gonna agree with Nick on this one. But see, there's what I'm talking about right there. If you notice, Morag was hugging the wall at the top of his screen right there. Slows you down on your movement, and I do mean just barely. So I thought he was going to be able to get clear of that shot, and so did he, but he was just hanging onto the edge of a wall there. And that's all it takes. It slows you down just like one frame movement, and that's all it takes to get cornered. So just got clipped by that. I thought he was clear, but cheap shot is cheap. Speaking of, cheap is cheap. Oh, wow, taking the holy water is NYVideoGameFreak. That'll follow around behind you. And again, just like we saw with Morag, that'll spill out if you do take damage. So anything that does happen to walk through it at that point is going to take damage itself. And again, let's say with these jumpers, you can actually kind of align them to stay into it or make them move over into it for you. So it is kind of useful. But again, the real fun to it is, let's say that Freak winds up with a follower of some sort. Like, let's say he fights Gish later on and winds up with little Gish as his first follower. That'll glitch out into not glitch necessarily, but it turns into Brother Bobby until such time as you spill the holy water in the room. Then it becomes what it used to be. Ooh, there we go. Stigmata to start off the new run. Morag's quite happy with this. Damage up and a health container increase. So there's that holy water. Oh, and look at that. Of all things, it hit the one rock at the bottom, and Fistula just barely missed going through that holy water. Cheap. Right, these god rooms everywhere on Freak's side. Holy Grail adds another health container and flying ability to his build. So moving on down to the depths, looking pretty good for himself here. Johnny. He got cornered in a room against, I'm trying to think of the name of the enemies now, and I'm spacing on him. Morag got cornered in a Caves 2 room, though. Johnny with the obviousness. Always straight to the point. That's why I love you, sir. Like I said, straight to the point. Get in the car wash! Yeah, Freak's got Mitre and the Scapular, that is correct. What's up, Redman? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Sharon? Alright, Morag moving on down to his second floor. A little bit more health on his side with one more container. And let's see, nothing good in that sacrifice room. God damn it, I can't think of words. Blah, blah, blah. God almighty. Also, cat, you're not helping me by licking my foot. That's only slightly distracting, by the way, when a cat randomly appears and licks the back of your foot. Kind of throws you off and makes you think like, wow, what the hell is crawling up the backside of my foot right now? Then you realize it's your cat. Feels though I was going to link something else and now I can't remember what it was. Oh well, screw it. Anyways, there you go. There's a couple links for you. One will get you into Morag and VideoGameFreak's channel side by side. The other one, there's a click to tweet in case you want to actually send a tweet out. Oh, that's what I was going to link. Ha! As I listen to music again. Herp, I'm a dip. This is Family Jewels 7X, by the way. That's what I was going to link. There you go. There's Jules' website for you. Ooh. the more damage on Morag's side. Gotta love this. Small rock for him. Movement speed down, but you get a damage increase and fire rate increase on your tiers, so already rocking red tiers here. And yet another Guppy's Hairball I'd like to point out. Again, Freak looking at his boss fight, knows he's got a bit of a time advantage. Think might be heading back to find that item room, but if he's happy enough with this, we'll see. Nope, gonna head back for his item. Ooh, moved a little too soon, did Morag. So what you want to do, what you notice, he tried to do a one-hit kill of Pin right here, and Champion Pin will still get one-hit killed by a bomb. But what you want to do is, as he disappears, like right there, as soon as you see that last little bit disappear, drop your bomb, stand your ground, wait for him to show back up. Soon as he shows up, he's going to move directly at you, get out of the way, and that bomb's going to take him out in one shot. But again, move just slightly too early, and again, he's going to move directly at you as he comes out of the ground. So you saw Morag actually moved it around just slightly there. But again, good method, just barely missed on the timing. There you go, with Guppy's Hairball taking out the rest. Another yes crown, if y'all would, please. Some more money for Morag as he picks up Patch and Play. And he'll be on down to his caves. And again, the beauty of poison shots on Freak's side, you notice doesn't, and again, that fly for that matter, doesn't have to worry about going through the mask on those enemies. He can actually just straight up shoot them, apply poison damage, and hope for the best. Ooh, yeah, might as well. So how about 2 more health containers with that bucket of lard for Freak? Actually slows him down just slightly, but doesn't increase his size, thankfully, because he's flying. So he'll be moving on along over towards his boss fight again. Yeah, not sure if want crown. You sure it wasn't a mini-boss, Stavos? Because that's bizarre. It happens, but it's bizarre. Alright, so we got War over on Freak's side. Again, plenty of health over there for him, too. Get away from those troll bombs. Therein lies the real fun of it all. So Champion War, in this case, I should say, is going to spawn those troll bombs that will home in on you every time he jumps off the screen like this. There's your problem. Those hit you for a lot of damage, by the way. Yep, Freak's looking to win. If he does, he gets the number 3 seed clinched up in the AFC. Otherwise, he leaves it open that if Logcat beats Wiki on Monday night... Monday night? Yeah, Monday night. I had to think about that, too. But if Logcat beats Wiki on Monday night and Freak loses this matchup, then that means Logcat would actually be the number 3 seed. Freak would drop down to number 4. So that's about the only thing on the line here. So Morag's looking to play a little bit of spoiler and help Logcat out. I know, Freak's got so many red hearts, it's getting kind of ridiculous. And again, he almost always sets it up where he gets God Rooms and not Devil Deals, so it's not really shocking that he hasn't gotten to spend any of them yet either. Which reminds me about Judas's Tongue. Should he find a Devil Deal here, he'll grab Judas's Tongue, walk in there, and any red heart deal would actually only cost 1 red heart. But, as you notice, like I said, he sets up for God Rooms, so 1 cube of meat orbiting around him isn't going to worry about Judas's Tongue. Wow, these Soul Heart abilities, my god. So now the Relic, every 4 rooms that Freak clears out, is going to spawn him another blue Soul Heart. So the Miter, the Scapular, and now the Relic on his side. I'm trying to think about it. Oh, never mind. Morn beat me to it. I have a Samson CO1U microphone. They're about, I believe, $80. Oh, look at this. Speaking of dollars, how about a full $1 over on Freak's side? So he'll spend time gambling out the last bit of change he has here, and then go pick up that $1 for a whopping 99 cents, which, by the way, is not $1, ladies and gentlemen. 100 cents is $1, not 99. We're teaching our kids wrong, man. Edmund. Kidding, obviously, but he couldn't fit a 3rd digit in there, so you get 99 cents out of the $1, not a full 100, but yeah, close enough. Close enough. Alright, so that full 99 cents on Freak's side. Now he's gonna... really? And more money showing up. But now he's gonna hope to find something like money equals power, which, good luck, but maybe, you never know, you could find it. Alright, so plenty of money. Again, just, I really wish for Freak that he finds this excuse me, not arcade, but I hope he finds this store and that somehow there's a mini-boss on this floor too, so that it's not greed in there. Because I'd like to see him be able to buy something with all this money, but knowing this game, I'm waiting to find greed in his store. Just wait, calling it now, by the way. Again, though, one thing I should point out, ooh, Morag down to half a heart, oh god, really? It fired off, are you kidding? It fired off the Necronomicon as he died with the missing page, and killed something and spawned a heart. That's evil. That was straight up evil on that side for Morag. You've got to be kidding me. Wow, did he... Again, I owe this man a drink for the things that this game does to him, I swear. This is ridiculous. Ooh, speaking of ridiculous, that build again on Freak's side. He'll take the 9-volt, quicker charge on your space use items. Oh, look at this, and it's not greed in there, so Freak gets to spend his money, finding himself, well, might as well take it all, actually, but find himself the compass, meaning that, as you see on his mini-map, he'll be able to tell, oh my freaking god, done, I'm out, okay, forget everything else, mom's knife, and it's green, stabby time. So again, game couldn't get any trollier to Morag, right? Now it just gave Freak a knife. So huge damage increase right there. Basically, as you stab without throwing it, you double up your tier damage, and as you throw it, multiply that by another 3. Disgusting, right? That's a lot of damage. It's ridiculous how much you do. So what you'll really see it against this boss fight, which Freak has only got one more room to clear out till he gets to. And again, with flying, made that room a heck of a lot easier for him. I hate that setup otherwise. But again, Poison Knife, as you see, actually still does inflict that poison. So yes, that does interact, I should say, with Common Cold. There's your damage output I was referring to. So with all these red heart containers, he is at half a red heart full in there, so BOILeR, heck, why not? If he gets down to half a red heart remaining, every time he gets hit, that would give him a 5-second damage shield. Yeah, stab, poison, stab, dead. Pretty much how those go. Pretty much how fights are gonna go at this point. Man, I'm telling you, like, even last year, Morag got really trolled in the last game of the season, too. Almost the exact same way, where it's just like all of a sudden it handed his opponent, like, 4 carry items in one fell swoop. And, like, exact same thing happened to him. He just got hosed over hard last season, too. Same exact way in the last game of the regular season. I feel so bad for Morag with his luck sometimes. Unbelievable. Give me 1 second here, Fire. If I could actually spell, I'd have a link for you. There you go. Stavos beat me to it. Thank you very much. I couldn't spell split. That was terrible. Stupid Crumps is dumb. There is the split link for you, though. And again, fighting what is normally one of the absolute worst bosses in this game, Green Bloat. Notice Freak, again, is still able to apply poison damage to it. He's already about halfway through this fight. And he's just gonna... Oh, he was gonna head right on in and stab there. There we go. So again, with his attack fly doing damage, that knife doing stabbing damage as well. Almost a full heal on his side. More soul hearts. Dear lord. More fire rate, so less charge time on throwing the knife. Another god room, and guardian angel. So now a double speed orbital, adding double speed as well to that cube of meat he has. So 2 orbitals, more shot blocking, more damage done to anything close by. It just keeps getting better. Got to admit that it's getting better. It's getting better all the time. And again, with that compass, actually took the wrong direction here, so he'll head up to the top this time and break that off to the left side. Yeah, what's left? Basically the Bible and the Sacred Heart. Trying to think what else he hasn't picked up in God rooms. Blood of the Martyr. And that might be it. That honestly might be all that's left in there. Does Rosary show up in God rooms? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I didn't get the dead dove either. Haha. Halo he hasn't gotten? Jesus, yeah, prayer card. See, this is how few times these show up. I totally forgot. If you guys don't know, you can actually set it not up to the point where you're guaranteed God rooms or devil deals, but if one of my racers wants to explain it because I'm really stupid with the explanation, feel free to in chat, guys, because people are always curious about this, and Freak is one of the people that does this every time, too. So maybe he'll explain it after this round if he wants to. But moving into his mom's heart fight, looking for a 2-1 win and that 3rd seed in the AFC. Freak gonna look to take just a little bit more damage, and again, just standing right in the center, isn't gonna worry about his health. Has a Chariot card also for more damage with a Unicorn Horn usage. So already at the 50% mark on Mom's Heart. And just like that, again, that Chariot card, well, you saw the way up, Freak actually, wow, how the hell did that port him to Shale? What? How the hell did he get to